First of all, why did I want to come here? Because it seems to me the biggest priority in Tunisia is the creation of jobs for young people. And we have found in the UK that the best way of creating jobs for young people is through small companies, through start-up companies. That is where the greatest number of new jobs are created. So in principle, initiatives like this are a really effective way of creating the sort of jobs that young people want and are good at, and where we can see Tunisia's comparative advantage. And then one comes to Bizerte and you have this fabulous environment and energy as a famous historic port city, but you get this energy too the moment you step into the smart city here, and there is clearly a working informal environment. You get a sort of positive sense of can do and of we are going to make this happen. And I've been lucky enough to meet during my time here, as well as with the very impressive managerial team who have lots of experience in working both with government and with business, also with a series of startups who are dealing with everything from the education of young people through the management of nature through to the management of death, the whole spectrum of really imaginative projects. And what is our role as an embassy? It is to try to join up these very imaginative small companies with equivalent small companies in the UK by joining up networks virtually. I mean, great if they can join up physically, but also if they can join up virtually, that will be very important. And I'm here with the head of the Department for International Trade in the embassy, Lydie Sheehan, and her role is to make this happen with her team in practice. And so we're really encouraged by everything we've seen here, and I hope you will see the British Embassy a lot in Bizerte, not just visiting, but joining, being, if you like, a docking mechanism for small companies in Bizerte, in Tunisia as a whole, to join up with companies in the UK. So, I mean, a lot of people say, what is the role? What's the point of an embassy these days when both travel is less and when people can make connections? But the trouble is that there are so many there's so much noise, there are so many networks around, there are so many different choices. And if you're a small company, indeed sometimes even if you're a larger company, how do you know how to make the connection so that you do that instead of doing that and never meeting? And the point of an embassy is to, and we are a mix, there's the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, there is the Department for International Trade, all of the departments of the British government are represented, and it's to bring our collective effort together to ensure that when you have a British company and you have a Tunisian company, you can bring them together and make that connection, and then they will do the business much better than governments will, but it's our role to bring them together, and in a sense we know where to look. For example, in the smart city in the east of London, or there is a smart city in Bristol or in Glasgow. All over the United Kingdom, we have a very, very fast-growing digital sector, and we really want to connect that sector with yourselves here. And if I may say so, I think this is a brilliant example of how to do it, and you will have all of our support.